Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Today I'm right here on Cape Fear Boulevard. I'm making my way toward the Carolina Beach Boardwalk. Do a little walk and talk today. Kind of cruise around town, look at the crowd levels, and check out what kind of carnival rides they have. Somebody asked me that the other day. That was a good question. Honestly, I didn't know. I ain't paid attention lately, so we're gonna go over here and kind of document the rides, see if they have any like teenager rides, or is it all little kid rides, things like that. Maybe get something to eat, something to snack on, and just have a nice Carolina Beach kind of evening. Let's go get into it. Let's look at these crowd levels. Father's Day weekend, it's got to be a lot of people over here. See if they're having a good time. So right here on Cape Fear Boulevard, this is the food store titled The Sea Merchant. Believe it or not, when I was a kid coming down here, this used to be the grocery store where we would go get our groceries while we was vacationing at Carolina Beach. This was like before Food Lion and Publix and all this stuff. Back then, this store was pretty much it, or at least this is where my family used to go all the time, and I don't think there was a lot of options back in those days. So kind of funny how progress really changes the lay of the land, and Carolina Beach definitely has been affected throughout the years. It has changed a lot. Wow, it is a hustling and bustling place tonight, and they definitely have some grown-up rides. Look at that maniac thing over there swinging around with all lit up. And I gotta say something else, this Ferris wheel, I just thought it was a regular Ferris wheel, but it's not. Those pods on that thing like spin around and invert upside down. Might have to take a little bit closer look at that, but that would definitely be a more of a teenager ride. So there's some stuff out here. It's not all kiddie. And if you didn't notice, I'm sporting a new t-shirt tonight, and I always like wearing cool t-shirts when I go out that can spark up like people to say hello or I like your shirt. And so tonight's shirt is a brand new one, sporting the Top Gun. So let's see how many hellos I can get. I like your shirt tonight. That's the key. Right now, so far, the winner is the greatest American hero shirt I have. I always get people to say, "Oh man, cool shirt. I remember that show," because it was only around for like 1 or 2 seasons in the 80s. So a lot of people don't remember it, but that in there always gets a lot of oohs and ahs. Scooby-Doo is another shirt that I wear. You'll see that one gets a lot. So this one here is another retro shirt from the 80s. We'll see how it goes. But here we're going to check out the Cyclone. So we're going to look at it and see what it's all about. All right, friends, here we are down here in the carnival area here at Carolina Beach. I'm going to check out some of these rides. I know this ride right here, they actually spin. They actually go upside down. And that's definitely a teenager ride. That looks pretty intense, as you can see some of them up there flipping. And then they have the Cyclone just on the other side, and that one really looks crazy because it spins like 360 and goes back and forth. Has a lot of movement to it. Don't know if that's something that I want to ride, but it's definitely a good teenager ride or an older adult ride. It's not a kiddie one, so that's about the way I want to judge that one. I would definitely say it's not a kiddie ride. So it's definitely something for a teenager. So they definitely got some of those down here. And we have like, over here we have like a drop zone. This like drop tower they have. That would definitely be considered an older teenager type of a ride. And then they have, I think it's called the Sea Ray. It's like a boat that swings back and forth. And they have another one over here that we're going to go take a look at. It's pretty interesting. I would also categorize it as a more of a teenager and older ride. So we're going to kind of look at all of them this evening and just kind of see what they do, and then make our decision after that. Is that something we would do or not do? Right here, some of the people are just riding the bumper cars. And here at Carolina Beach, we used to have an awesome bumper car place over here on the boardwalk itself. It's long been changed. It's just a store now. I will show you the location of the old bumper cars here before this video is over. We'll go over there and I'll show you exactly where the old bumper cars used to be. And they were awesome because they were fast. And right here is a mainstay here in Carolina Beach these days for the last couple of years. This is the Ferris wheel. And it actually is here year round now, dude. They do not even remove this. This Ferris wheel just stays here stationary, and it's always here to enjoy. So that's kind of cool. As we look right over here, we have this boat they called the Sea Ray, and it's pretty cool, pretty intense. Ain't nobody riding it right now, but right here to the left, this thing looks to be pretty active. I've seen it run about 2 or 3 times now. So we'll wait and see if somebody else comes over here, gets on, or we can watch it and kind of see it in action. It's kind of sad as I get older and I look over here in this section right ahead of us, and I see the Cyclone and see all these rides that spin around. I don't know, as I get older, I just can't handle that type of stuff anymore. I don't know if it's broke down or something, but this is kind of weird. This boat right here, the Sea Ray, was a hot thing like last year. There were people riding this thing like all night long. It was just moving. But today, I don't know if it's broke or what, but like no takers to ride the pirate ship. Kind of like a rip-off of Captain Jack Sparrow. A lot of rock and roll music going on tonight, and some hip hop. I just heard some Salt and Pepper playing some shoot baby doop. Ain't heard that in a while. Well, that's a lie, I have, because a few years ago, I think it was Deadpool that used that in the Deadpool movie quite a bit. I thought it was hilarious. All right, friends, earlier I was showing you the bumper cars over there, and I told you Carolina Beach Boardwalk years ago, back in the 90s, they had their own bumper cars. It was like here all the time. And this is the building, the old, right now it's called a K Smart. It's like a little beach shop. This used to be where the bumper cars were located. And right here, this red awning, and right here it says K Smart. This used to be the bumper car building. Old cinder block building. They put windows. These windows used to not be here. It was like, they had like some bars. It looked like a jail cell more or less, but it was all metal floor on the inside, and then you had bumper cars in here, and they had this picture. It was painted like on the back wall of the bumper cars, and that had like, I guess it like had 2 bumper cars like hitting each other. It said no head on, and it was like kind of a popular thing. I remember seeing some paintings of it years later, like some artwork. So you don't see nothing like that anymore, but that was actually a thing. So in there were all those people were shopping and all those beach items. That was actually the Carolina Beach bumper car room or whatever building. And right here is Fantoni's Pizza by the Slice window is open. Thinking about getting me a slice of pizza tonight as we look down the way here. And you can see a line for Britt's Donuts. All right, thanks, appreciate it. Woo. This is our pepperoni slice we just scored. Look at that right there. Oh, I love pepperoni pizzas. Now, I think Fantoni's pretty good. It's like a New York style pizza, so check that out. That's what we're dealing with here. This is what I'm going to consume at this very moment. A little bit of New York flop going on there, but you know. Pizza verdict tonight. Very good, but very greasy. Pretty greasy tonight. I ain't gonna let that stop me, yo. We don't go hard tonight. Pizza was pretty good, good and greasy. That's carnival pizza right there for you. So that was really yummy. Pepperoni was great. Let's walk over here and take a quick look at Britt's Donuts and see how they're faring tonight, because it's very busy out here. And this is the crowd outside of Britt's Donut shop. Look at that. Check out the inside, like up against the wall. You can actually see people waiting in there. And right outside the Boardwalk Breeza, we have a little live entertainment tonight. Man, that was absolutely crazy. Did you see the people at Britt's Donut Shop tonight? That was packed. I mean, there's a lot of people down here at the Boardwalk. It's insanity on Father's Day weekend. Looks like the Fudge Boat is also a pretty popular spot. There's a lot of people inside of there getting some sweet treats, maybe some ice cream, some fudge. Yeah, they're doing good business in there. Look at that. Don't sleep on the Fudge Boat. Looks like a pretty happening place down there toward Britt's on the Boardwalk. Now we're going to make our way up to the oceanfront side of the Boardwalk, kind of see what's going on up there, see what restaurants are open, see what the vibe's like on the Boardwalk. Check out Beach Bums. They got some music going in there, playing a little pool. I gotta say, this area around here is pretty live. Pretty live. There's all kinds of people out here tonight having a good time. So even the Smokehouse restaurant has a one-man band up there singing tonight. Right there. I love eating up there and hanging out, and got a little bit of music, little beach music going on. Really cool vibe tonight. Everybody having a good time. All right, friends, so let's talk about some of the adult rides or teenager and above rides. I definitely one that probably has to rank up there pretty high as the Cyclone. I thought the Cyclone was pretty awesome ride. It kind of swing back and forth. You sit in these seats. It looks like I had an over-the-shoulder harness to keep you in, and it would kind of rotate 360 degrees and swing you back and forth. So that's definitely a thrill ride for older kids. Something else, the Music Express, oldie but a goodie. That kind of ride's been around since I was a kid, since fairs, you know, but a lot of fun. They was really rocking out to some Salt and Pepper, the song Shoot. They was rocking that. I kind of dug that. That looked kind of fun, but it was so loud you couldn't think. But you know, that's what those rides are supposed to do. They're supposed to make you go deaf and spin you around till you puke. And I think it would do a really good job of that, at least for me anyway. Okay. Next up is probably the Roundup. I thought the Roundup was it's another oldie goodie. It's been in fairs and stuff for as long as I can remember. Just kind of, once again, you're spinning around. The centrifugal force keeps you pinned up against the wall as it spins, where you won't fall out. You know, it is what it is. Pretty self-explanatory. Then the skydive. Can't say I've seen the skydive anywhere anytime recently. I've not been to a lot of fairs lately, so that one was pretty neato. I mean, the capsules actually would spin upside down as the ride went around. And I don't think you really controlled that. I think just the movement, just when it wanted to spin upside down, it spin upside down, because certain people, like where you get off down there, it was hanging upside down. So you're just in there hanging on for dear life. No, thank you. I don't want no part of that. And right here on the corner of Cape Fear and North Lake Park Boulevard, as you see the rides are right over there. I'm starting to make my way out. We're gonna walk by Havana's restaurant. As you can see, they're very busy tonight. There's a lot of people there enjoying some food. And I must say, it smells very tasty at Havana's. And I'm a little jealous. All right, friends, that will pretty much do it for me. Had a great time out at the Boardwalk tonight, really cool. Definitely have a lot of rides for all ages, teenagers and above. They have their own thrill rides there. Rides that will make you, well, if you're like me, probably barf, but that's okay. That's part of the fun, right? So I hope you enjoyed tonight's vlog. Definitely I wish you well on your next vacation if you come to Carolina Beach. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all have a good one too.